Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be covering everyone's favorite, the 4-color Gate deck. Now, this isn't going to be the Wilderness Reclamation Teferi counter control variety of that deck. That deck's super annoying. This one's going to be more the Ram, the Hydroid Krasis, and a couple other things. This one isn't necessarily that off from most of the other decks that are floating around there, to be perfectly honest with you. There's a ton of them that are all floating around here, and they all float around basically the same couple of cards. Growth Spiral, which is amazing, allows you to get more gates out during the course of the turn. So the mechanic, of course, in case you don't know, and I don't know how you've been playing in Arena and I haven't, you're focusing around cards like this. Gates Ablaze, which is a basic board wipe for the number of gates, because every card in the deck is basically a gate. The Gatebreaker Ram. Oh, so cool. So cool. Gets +1/+1 for each gate that you control. He has Vigilance and Trample as long as you control 2 or more gates. He can get gigantic. And then everything's built around trying to get him out and like the Gate Colossus, but we'll kind of get to those. So anyway, so Growth Spiral gets more gates into play, hopefully. Guild Summon is your draw mechanic. It allows you, every time you drop a gate, you draw cards. So you get really close to decking yourself quite a few times in this deck, because the amount of card draw that's in there is actually kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. So Gates Ablaze we kind of covered, which is, of course, your board wipe, does X damage for every gate that you have in control. Oddly enough, Gatebreaker Ram is a 2/2. So he's always going to be 2 toughness above the number of gates you control. So he'll survive the Gates Ablaze, hopefully. Circuitous Route, of course, is there to go out and get more gates. Archway Angel, super cool card. Now, only a 3/4 flyer, but for 6. However, the amount of life gain you gain off of this thing is insane. So very much like the Golgari mid-range decks, where they just kind of like just build up life and just get so big that it's kind of difficult to get past all of that. This is your answer for that, to allow you to gain some life. I run 2 of these. Card I'm not seeing anybody else run, so maybe this is my own little twist on it, maybe, I don't know. The Gatekeeper Gargoyle. The Gatekeeper Gargoyle is a 3/3, but gets +1/+1 for each gate you control. So I have gotten this guy gigantic. So just as he's easy to kind of block on the ground with the Vigilance and Trample, he's up in the air. So if, especially in the mirror match you're playing against another gate deck, their big heavy hitter is usually the Hydroid Krasis that's in the air. He's bigger by a lot. I just got done playing a warm-up game with him, and I got him up to 21/21 flying. I mean, it's gigantic. It's super fun. Gate Colossus is an 8/8. It does the casting cost of 8 lowers as each gate that you control comes into play. His cast can go all the way down to 0, which is awesome. Downside to that, of course, is he's only ever at 8/8. He's never going to get bigger. So in the mid to late range, your Gates Ablaze will end up wiping him off the board. However, whenever a gate enters the battlefield, which you'll be throwing a ton of them, you'll put them on the top of your library and then eventually draw them. Expansion Explosion, this is the card that I think is kind of what makes or breaks the deck in a lot of ways. You're going to have those early games where people are going to try to cast out or cast down. They're going to Vash's Contempt. They're going to try to do all these things to kind of kill your creatures. This is a kind of way to kind of help counteract that. And in the late game, especially against the mirror match, Explosion allows you to deck them by making them draw their entire deck, and then they're done the next turn. It's actually really kind of interesting. Hydroid Krasis. Okay, so this is the deck that everything else in here are common and uncommons. However, if you're going to build this in paper, this is the card that's going to kill you. So like the deck's like $120, and $100 of it right here at the time of recording anyway is in the Hydroid Krasis. This is obviously the heavy hitter. It does so many things. It gains your life. It draws cards. It slices. It dices. It's got flying and trample as well. Fantastic, amazing card. Mass Manipulation. I've won so many games on this by stealing people's planeswalkers, their creatures. Super cool card. This is a very late game winner for you to be able to not only clear the stuff that they have off the board for you, but then you gain control of it. So really cool. And then the gates, like all of them. Starting, I run. I mean, everyone's got their own flavor and variety. I run 4 Azorius Guildgates, 4 Izzet Gates, 4 Grulls, 3 Selesnya, 3 Simics. I just went with a different art because I thought it was cool. 2 Gateway Plazas, and of course the 4 Plazas of Harmony. So I know that a deck similar to this top-8'd and made it into the Pro Tour. I'm plus or minus on this one, to be perfectly honest with you. and we will play this in rank play. Because it is a slow deck. It is a very slow deck. It takes time to build up. So you've got mono red aggro out there, mono red burn, and it can easily just burn you down long before you get all their fun stuffs and mechanics running. One land? One land? No, we will not do that. That's better. Wish we had a green to kind of trigger Growth Spiral, but it is what it is for the moment. There's our green. So we will say hello. So depending on how fast the deck goes down, like I'm more comfortable throwing down Growth Spiral before I am the Ram. A life gain deck. This should be interesting. So depending on how fast this deck gets down, you can just, with Gates Ablaze, just whoosh, wipe the board clean. I'm not really that concerned about losing life, to be honest. Okay. I think I'm going to wait until he gets down to like one card. One or two cards in his hand, and then just wipe his board completely clean. And we'll drop that. Yeah, now my guess is like whatever. There we go. He'll end up flipping Legion's Landing here. That's actually going to be a bit of a problem, but not that much. Yep, that's what we're waiting for. So we will, excuse me, we will Gates Ablaze and clear off his whole board. Sure. So now he's kind of in top deck mode. Sure. And let's do the Ram Jam, shall we? Debating doing a Hydroid Krasis on the next turn. I'd love to get one more mana into him. I mean, don't get me wrong. A 4/4 flyer. Sure. This is where we need our Angel. Yeah, I don't think I have any other choice but to put the Krasis down now. So we're going to go with 4. Gain 4 life, or gain 2 life. Oh, there's the Angel. This will get us right back into it. Now his Healer's Hawk can't do much to us. His little soldiers can't do much. And then I'll throw down the Angel next turn. History of Benaya. Cool. Yeah, let's throw down the Angel. Let's gain some life back. And throw down the Colossus. And that's right around the time people are like, nope, I'm done. You win. It's so silly. It's so silly. It's got absurd amount of mana ramping, though. Sorry, I'm still fighting this cold thing off. I'm still all coffee and dry, itchy throat kind of thing. Victor Blom. So that was a good, like, you know, mono white, aggro, Boros deck kind of thing. Throw down a bunch of creatures, and it can handle that if you get the cards in the right succession. Interesting. That's weird. I see a Growth Spiral, but I see no... Oh, no, I got blue. Oh, yeah, no, this will be fine. Do wish Plaza of Harmony was a gate, but it is not, alas. What's he got? Oh, Stomping Grounds, you say? The only upside to this, of course, is that it's a normal land, so it doesn't come into play tapped. Wild Growth Water. So let's drop that. Let's drop that. Drop some more lands. This ought to be interesting. Because as his field gets wider and wider, more targets for mass manipulation. We're okay with him gaining life right now. I'd love to see the Ram right now. Super helpful. No, he'll be helpful later. No, I'm not casting a 1/1 Hydroid Krasis. A 2/2 I'd almost debate. I'm not seeing any black in this mix, so it means he doesn't have the removal, which means some of these creatures are going to be really difficult for him to get rid of. The Nullhide Pharaohs. That's good. Oh, only have 3. That makes it 4. I'd love to really be able to wipe everything out. But a Gate Colossus is a Gate Colossus nonetheless. Hold on to that to the end. Oh. I really need some of my mana ramps so I can actually like burn out all of his creatures. Love that card. Really? Okay. Looks like I need to put a 3/3 down. Well, no, I can... Yeah, what am I thinking? I'll just burn everything away. I'm gonna say, initially I'm like, oh, I need to throw a creature down. I'm like, no, I'll just Gates Ablaze and burn everything off. Sure. Trying to do my best to play all the right moves. I know everyone looks at the videos and says, oh man, you made this misplay here, you made this misplay here. Yeah, you're right. I know. I missed it. Alright, he's in hold mode, so I think I can actually toy with this. I think I'm going to go and grab another gate. I really need white is what I need. So that I can gain some life back. No, I'll hold. One, two, three, four, 5. That'll give me 10 life. That'll put me right where he's at. Haha, there you are. Yeah, hold on for a turn. Let's draw some cards, shall we? I only do it once. No, you're a gate. There we go. So no, I'm gonna wait. I need one more turn at this. Next turn I'll get down the Angel to get some life back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 life back. Turn after that I'll probably Krasis? Cool. That's actually a problem. 5, 6. Let's do this first. 7. Draw the card. Gates Ablaze to kill everything on the board. Except for my Colossus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, because you are not a gate. And punch him in the face. That's fine. I'll get him back next turn. That's okay. Kudos to you, my friend. And now he's in top deck mode. That did not help. No Rams this turn. Weird, huh? I will take the Colossus, which will be basically for free at this point. Yep. Let's drop him. Who's now on 11-11, and the Colossus. Don't need to show all of our tricks in our hand. Cool. Yeah, let's put this one out of reach now, shall we? Let's get one more land. No, one more card draw, really. No need to go crazy. He's thinking. Incubation Druid. Yeah, he can probably adapt it now. I don't know that it helps him. Sure. Let's just call it. Oodles of fun, this deck. It's silly. It like, you know, that really works. That really works. Yeah, it does. And like I said, it does meet its match whenever it's mono red burn gives it a huge trouble. And since that deck is everywhere, that is something to consider. Which is why the Angels are in there. I'm seriously considering adding 4 of them, but they're such high casting costs. Two Growth Spirals, but no green mana. I can hope. I'm gonna try it, because this could get really good really fast. Mono red. We were just saying. There we go. So I need to go quickly, because he's not going to get me a lot of time. The Gates Ablaze is going to be nice, because he's basically just going to dump his entire hand on the board as far as creatures are concerned. I probably have one more turn, like, honestly, before I have to... I'm getting concerned now, I'll put it that way. I recognize he's only done so much damage here. Get the feeling he's holding back. The life gain will be useful. Kind of basically puts me back to where I started. I'll take the action. Because next turn, I'm going to most likely Gates Ablaze. That should kill everything he's got. No, I will take that as well. A little risky, I know. That's what we needed. Can I pull off both? No. That should put a damper in his spirits. Okay. I will Gates Ablaze this turn now that he's... yeah, I have to. Sure. It's okay. Let's drop that. Let's drop that. Go here. And here. Now I need to start getting some life. That's what I'm kind of building up to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I must have drawn land. So there it is. It can beat Mono Red Burn. It is possible. In ranked, no less. I think I got kind of lucky on that one. Getting the Gates Ablaze whenever I got it was actually fortuitous. He was more an aggro style, not necessarily a burn me directly style. Oh boy. Could be really good with one more mana. There's 24 lands in this deck. It's really weird for me to see not enough. I'm debating binning this and going and trying again. Because I really only have one gate. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to try mulligan. I'm going to... Yeah, that's better. At least I have my card drawn here. Yeah, that's much better. Sure, I'll keep the Krasis coming on top. That's cool. What's this I see? Another Gates deck, maybe? This is where mass manipulation comes into play. So you want to hold the card draw for Guild Summit to be in play? This ought to be interesting. Gate on gate action. What better way to solve this one out? Now this one usually ends up in a long, drawn out game where there's like 8 cards left at the end of the game. The question really becomes who gets their Krasis out, who gets their Gates Ablaze out faster, who gets their gates out faster. No. Went fishing and found nothing. Boo. He is ahead of us in the gate count. That's not good. So I debate in putting multiple guild summons out because you really can just mill through your entire deck really quickly. That's what I'm going to end up having to do here in a minute. Because I have no card draw in my hand. Nope. Alright, let's just drop the Ram. I get that he's only a 4/4 and he's probably got a Gates Ablaze in his hand, but at least he gets it out of his hand. Really weird that we're not getting any Yeah, sort of saw that coming. Sure. We might be in some trouble here. Oh, God. Really? MTG Arena, you giveth and you taketh away. He's way ahead of us in the gate count. This is going to be... The upside is if I get a land, I draw 2 cards. That would be nice. Yep. Yeah, he's way ahead of us now. And the downside is, like, the downside in this scenario, especially on a gate-on-gate action, like, there's really very little we can do. Now, the only other thing that we could do is Expansion Explosion. If we live long enough, we can make him draw his entire deck. We need land to do that, though. Because as you can tell now, like, he is milling through. He's down to 27 cards. So he's going to lose... A lot of this is going to go to the bin. What I need are these angels to come out to give me enough life to stick around. There we go. Draw 2 cards off that. Well, Gates Ablaze is not going to help me. I'll cast him as a blocker. This is really kind of pathetic. There is a path to victory here. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Lucich, L-U-C-S-H. Very nice. That's going to be a good game. Yeah, the old gate-on-gate mirror match. A little rough. Alright, we'll give you one more and we'll call it a day. Kind of give you a... You kind of saw a little bit of everything. The only one you haven't seen is Control. And I'm going to curse myself by saying that. I should go over the sidebar, which I totally forgot to do. There is a sidebar built specifically for playing against Control. I will show that here momentarily. Because if you do get in the best of 3s, you are against Control. That is kind of a pain, and you just kind of need to be able to just stand up for just a little bit. 2 Growth Spirals. This could go well. Say hello, be a gentleman. Memorial War, you never really see that. Let's go Growth Spiral, get ourselves some more land. Perfect. Next turn we'll do Guild Summit if he hasn't cast anything yet. Raging Raptors, this is a Dino deck. Oh, this is going to be cool. Yeah, no, let's go Guild Summit first. We'll tap one of these, draw a card. Gain some life. Yeah, these Rams come in at 6/6s. Interesting. Other decks are finding how cool that mana ramp is. He's probably building up to something big. Let's do... Cast you first. Perfect. Excellent. Now, unless he's got something in there like Oh, I don't know. Galda? Okay. He's gonna double Lava Coil it. That was an interesting waste. So what, that he could do 2 damage? Okay. It's not even worth it to me. Sure, the card draw could be nice. So is he going to double Lava Coil me again? Oh, what does this one do again? Choose 4 non-enchantment permanents you don't control. Oh, that's right. This is the one that has a counter. Just slowly but surely blows them up. Interesting. It's a shame that I'm going to have enough of these to blow out what he's got. And let's go for that one. I always seem to go Izzet, and I always seem to go the Selesnya ones. Draw some cards, draw some cards. Gates Ablaze, that's going to be fun. Hydroid Krasis is even going to be more fun. Next, let's hit him with something. Untap target attacking creature opponent controls removal from combat. Okay, cool. Guess I need to get another creature onto play. This is a land destruction deck. Interesting. I guess against a Gates deck that could be super powerful. No, I'm going to hold off on that. So, interestingly enough, he does have an answer for it, but I'm going to make him do it anyway. He's not going to be able to keep doing that. I'm not going to get rid of a land. Considering his whole deck's built around land destruction, I don't want to get rid of that either. No, I've got Circuitous Route. I can go out and get 2 more. I'm kind of okay with doing that. Now regretting that decision. Well, I guess I need to go out and... Gonna pop 2 lands. That's an interesting way to handle a Gates deck. Very cool. I will give him full credit here. No. Yeah, I'll pay that. I'm going to have to start keeping lands in my hand here. only block so many. You only get that trick once, my friend. I'm going to lose 2 more lands next turn. I'm going to drop that. I need to keep 5 cards. 5 cards. I feel like dropping lands is a bad idea. I've got more Hydroid Krasis. Gates Ablaze I'll hold on to. Drop the Angel. Ugh. Dropping lands feels like a bad idea. Yeah. Oh, he's just going to quit. Oh, I'm sitting here struggling over which cards I'm going to do, and he's just going to quit. Oh, man. All right, well, yeah, I think inevitability kind of kicked in. So, obviously, the only deck we kind of had some trouble with was the mono red burn deck. Sort of. The gate, what am I thinking? The old gate mirror mat. That was it. So, I did want to mention the sideboard, because I do have one. So this is the anti-control sidebar. So it's running 4 negates, 2 lava coils, in case you get against the Izzet Drake's deck, which is still floating around out there. Cindervines, because it's hysterical when you're playing against control and they're casting all their spells and it's doing damage directly to them. And of course, everyone's favorite uncounterable creatures, Carnage Tyrant, Niv-Mizzet, and Nezahal. I mean, they're all kind of in there. They're fantastic. They're big, and they can't be countered. So they need to come up with some other better way of handling it. So there are ways to kind of build this out to play against control. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the link below, likes down below, comments, like, all that, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know, how would you run your Gates decks? How do you play them differently? Are you playing a Gates deck? I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, when you sit down and look at all the cards, with the exception of the Hydroid Krasis, it's all common and uncommon cards. So, like, almost anybody could really put this together. Yeah, the expansion explosions probably is a rare. I hadn't thought about that. But, like, most of this is all common and uncommon cards. You don't really need this. It's kind of a nice to have. So you could fill in with something like the 1 green common that pulls a gate to kind of help you get even more ramp into it. So let me know what you think. Of course, do like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. There is a Patreon as well. That is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. And until next video, guys, we will see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.